Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I look currently disgusting, but that's because obviously I have no makeup on and my hair is just in a bun. So I look a bit like an egg and it's kind of flying everywhere. But in today's video we are going to be testing out the new Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation. So I do have the new one, but I also have the old Conceal and Define. So I'm basically going to put them together on my face, so half and half, and see which I prefer basically. So this is a more matte foundation and this is a more illuminating, hydrating foundation. So it's kind of in the name. So this one is slightly cheaper than the new one. This was £9, this was £7. To go with the foundations, I also have the concealers. So I have the Conceal and Hydrate concealer and I have the Conceal and Define concealer as well. So this is in the shade C6, this is C5, so this will be slightly lighter. And then the foundations are both in the shade F8. I'm going to do a Conceal and Hydrate on this side and Conceal and Define on this side, and we shall just get into it. So I've already prepped with moisturiser and SPF 50. I'm then going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So literally I just grab it on my nail, because otherwise it will go inside my nail. Warm it up between my fingers and just apply it in the middle of my face. Basically a place where I have pores and therefore I want them covered. And you just gotta make sure that that is completely soaked in. And then for the rest of my face I'm going to be using my favourite Ordinary drops. I think honestly one of the best primers I've ever used. And then again just going to rub this all in with my hands. Make sure that I get a bit down my neck as well. Okay, so since it is now primed, I'm going to start with Conceal and Define, so the original foundation. This bottle with the massive doe foot applicator. I am going to be using the same sponge to blend these in, but obviously opposite sides of the sponge. With this, I'm just going to dot it all over my face. So I'm using the Morphe sponge just to apply this. So I'm just going to blend it out. I don't even know if this is the right colour for me right now, but it's the only colour of the foundation I have, so we're just going to deal with the fact. So this foundation is definitely not the fullest coverage, but as you can tell, it definitely has some coverage, because look at my face before and look at it after. It kind of just smooths out the colour and gets rid of any discoloration in my face. As you can see, it is a very matte foundation. When I put on the other foundation, difference is kind of ridiculous. So I am going to be doing a wear test. So currently the time is 12:15, so like midday. I will wait I'll give it about 2 hours before I check in again. So next up we'll go in with the Conceal and Hydrate. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand first. I'm just going to use a pump and a bit. Then using the opposite side of the sponge, I'm just going to go in and apply this to my face. Okay, so as you can see the difference, so you can see the glow on this side compared to this side where there is the tiniest bit, but it's definitely more hydrating on this side. Again, we will start with the Conceal and Define. So this concealer kind of broke the internet because everyone's saying it's like Shape Tape. I have not yet done a video comparing it, but I do know how Shape Tape, so I can. Yeah, so this is in C6. This is going to be slightly darker than the Conceal and Hydrate one, but we'll make it work and make it look similar. So I'm just going to apply a good layer of this under my eye, this side of my forehead, this side of my nose, so just doing half the face. And then I'm also going to apply this at the same time, just so that this has a moment to sit in my skin. So this also has a doe foot applicator. This isn't much different, except I think the bottle size is bigger, but I think it's the same size as the super size of the Conceal and Define. So again, I'm going to use the same side of the one I used for this side. Over the top of all of this, I will be using the same product. Okay, so that all blended out really nicely. Okay, so now you can kind of see my under eyes a bit better. So obviously it does crease on me. I know loads of people are like, oh my god, it doesn't crease. All concealers crease on my eyes. Don't know why this is, but they just do, and I've tried everything. This side again has a lot more brightening to it and is just a lot more hydrated and looks dewy. This side just looks very, very, very flat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face, so do the rest of it, and I'll be back to show you a close-up of it all once it's done. Okay, I thought I will just pop back on and show you the difference when I have got powder and bronzer on. So this side is obviously the conceal and define side. As you can see, there is not much highlight. Obviously I haven't put my highlighter on yet, but there is no real definition of the glow on my cheekbone. But this side you can clearly see that there is some sort of glow along here. Okay, so I am back and I have got everything on my face, so I have even put highlighter on, so they kind of match now. I'm just gonna finish with some setting spray. Okay, so I've turned the brightness down a bit just so that you can kind of see slightly more realistically. So as you can see, this side is kind of just looking the same at the moment. The highlighter kind of took a lot more effect, didn't use as much as on this side. I had to use kind of a bit more to make it look like this side. Under the eyes there is creasing on both eyes, so for now they kind of look rather similar and it all looks really good. As I said, I'm gonna come back and check in with you guys maybe after I've had lunch and I've kind of done a few bits in my room. We can see how my face is looking then. Okay, so I am back. It is 2:30 basically, and I've had my lunch. I've done a bit of lying out in the sun and I've just been chilling really. I haven't really done much. The only thing I've done is put on more lipstick. I haven't put more powder, touched my face, like moved anything that is already on my face as the base. Okay, so it's definitely creased. I'd say this side, so the conceal and hydrate side, has creased more just because literally everything has come out of the creases under my eyes, so you guys can see. So here you can literally see that that crease right there is so obvious. The creasing on this side isn't that obvious. There is some, but that is not as bad as that. Everything else is looking pretty good. There's slight creasing both sides on my chin here. Obviously I have eaten, so the makeup around my mouth has kind of come off. Both foundations have the same staying power, so nothing major has happened to my skin over the past 2-ish hours, but I really enjoy both. Obviously if you do like that more dewy finish and that you don't probably set it as much as I do, then obviously the conceal and hydrate, this one will be more up your street. My final thoughts on these, I love them both. They're both so affordable. I think I do prefer the conceal and hydrate. If you've never tried any of Revolution's like base products, I would highly recommend going out and trying them. They're all so affordable. This is not sponsored whatsoever. I just find Revolution such a good brand. I really recommend them to anyone that might be looking for new products to try. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I know it was kind of a bit all over the place. It's kind of one of the first foundation review videos I've ever done. If you like this video, tell me in the comments below if you want to see any others. Just tell me what videos you want me in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get around to doing them at some point. I do move back to uni on Sunday, so the background will be changing back to my bed. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe. Mean a lot to me, and in the description below all my social networks are there, so please go follow me on Instagram. See you next week with another video, and I'll be back at uni. Bye!